Hey guys, Mission Minutes time again this week, and I want to talk about fishing. I love fishing. I'm going fishing this weekend, and this is my dad's fishing boat behind me that he lets me use throughout the summer, and I'm super grateful for. But I've been thinking about fishing because I get excited about this time of the year, and it's got me thinking about that time when Jesus says, "Come follow me, and I will make you fish for people." And often we can look at that and say, man, that seems kind of intense, and we have this view of fishing sometimes in a world where we're very compassionate with animals, that these unsuspecting poor fish, and we're just going to catch them and trap them, sometimes we can project that view onto what was going on here with Jesus, and that wasn't the way at all. They didn't have these views on animals like we do. But as I think more about the art of fishing and the act of fishing, it's got me thinking a few more things about the significance of that. So I'm going to share a couple things about the fishermen, and then a couple things about the act of fishing. First off, Jesus went to fishermen first as his first called disciples. And I don't think that's a mistake, because fishermen, by their very nature, are extremely patient. They'd have to wait often long hours. They're very disciplined. They have to get up early in the morning to be effective. And it makes sense that Jesus would choose folks like that, because he wanted those who are really committed to his mission, but also incredibly patient, knowing that this mission was going to be slow developing, particularly because it's a relational game. And again, I think that's significant that he chose these two fishermen. You would not go fishing by yourself. It was dangerous, but plus the way they fish, you needed a partner. And these fishermen were also used to spending long amounts of time together on the water, and I bet because of that, really good at developing and maintaining strong friendships and relationships, because all they had to do was talk. Again, I don't think that's an accident that Jesus would choose these type of people to be the leaders of his new movement. These were people who were patient, they were disciplined, and they were very good relationally, and we need that as we go out and minister the gospel to others. We need that patience, knowing this is a long game, as we always talk about, and relationship building efforts, because we know that this ministry was never meant to be started on soapboxes, but was meant to be started in conversation, relationships. Secondly, you think about the act or art of fishing, and one of the things about fishing that I've learned, it's incredibly difficult to find the right location, habitat, and the fish, the time of the year when they're ready to eat, when they're hungry. This is true of our mission as well. Sometimes we can kind of be spending our time unwisely because we're focused on people that maybe are not hungry for the gospel. The Spirit is not really being effective in their heart right now, and they're resisting that. But there are people who are really hungry for the Spirit, and it's important for us to keep our eyes out on who those may be. And in your friend groups, you probably have some that are hungry and some that just aren't hungry right now. It's out of season, if you will. And it's important for us to recognize that, and not that we aren't friends with them or don't spend time with them, but just understand as this spiritual conversation or relationship unfolds, that if they're not hungry, then maybe it's a little bit in vain for right now. So that's one piece of it, is we need to target fish or people that are hungry. The second part of it is that fishermen, if you fished with a rod and reel, takes an incredibly good presentation. You have to make that look attractive. It has to look like the real deal for the fish to go after it. Otherwise, they think this is ridiculous. There's no way I'm touching that thing. And again, I think it's incredibly similar in our faith. If we're going out and talking about Jesus or the gospel, and it's not attractive, if it's not something that's, reaches to their hungers, to their desires, we're not going to have any impact. They're not going to come. They're just going to think, man, that's ridiculous. I don't want that. And so it's important for us, as we share the gospel, as we live out the gospel, that we do it in a way that is a good presentation, that allows people to see something that's good and desirable, and something that they would want to go after in their own life. So this is just some of the thoughts I've had about fishing, and that moment when Jesus said that, but I want to encourage you as we go into the summer switch up to think about what are those things or that thing you can do pretty regularly where you're building relationships with a person, where you're able to live out that patience because it's over repeated times that you're spending time with them, and be able to assess, are they hungry, and can I present a gospel message, some good news that's desirable to them in an effective way. And I hope that's helpful. I want to encourage you to start planning that. I want to encourage you to be thinking about that person that you're going to invite into that thing you're doing. And hopefully this will be a powerful summer for you to be a true minister, a true fisher of people. Love you guys, and I will see you Sunday.